Hi Stars fans, I'm Joel Norman chatting with General Manager Nick Fabrizio as we head into the home stretch. Hard to believe it, pretty much only a month left in the regular season as we get set for the 2025 Clark Cup playoffs. Nick, this has been a fun group to watch, pretty much from start to finish, and really this team has hit its groove ever since the Christmas break. What have you seen from this team that has really stood out this season?
I'd say one of the things that stands out is the offense, just the way we have a tendency to get on teams right away, and also taking advantage of the power play. I think we've been pretty consistent with that all year, and it's working to date.
Humming around 30% on the power play, felt like for most of the season, and pretty close to breaking the single season record for goals scored. How cool is that to be able to say that? So then you, Rocky, and the coaching staff, and everyone on this team is going to be able to hang their hats on at the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun to watch.
Tell me about the growth of this team. We saw a lot of young guys have those ups and downs last season. Made the playoffs, got that big first-round upset over Waterloo, and these guys have come back this year, and this feels like a veteran group, even for newcomers who come into the mix.
Yeah, definitely. It starts with our decor, and to see those guys grow up, so to speak, like you said, it's been a very nice surprise for us, and we hope it continues.
It's been fun to watch the blue liners develop, but also the forwards. I mean, this is a team that runs four lines every night, and it's a matchup nightmare. I imagine that was something you guys, every team is trying to do that. You're trying to run four lines, but I would imagine this has gone maybe even better than what you guys could have hoped for.
Definitely.
When you look at the lines right now for you guys, let's talk about some of the guys you've been able to add into the mix. Bruno Egan and Hunter Anderson, guys you're able to add in season. Just how huge for this team have those two been to add into the mix?
I think they've been exactly what we needed. We had some exits from our roster, and can't ask for any more than what those guys have brought to the table. They've been outstanding and welcome additions to the group for sure.
You got a chance last week. I know you and Ross Kovacs were doing some scouting, the Minnesota State Hockey Tournament. What was that experience like? I know it's a spectacle of an event, but it had to be fun to look at some guys who are both Stars affiliates and maybe some potential Lincoln Stars later down the road.
Yeah, it was great to see some of the players we drafted last season, get some new names in the mix, and getting ready to do it all over again with the draft.
I was going to say, the draft is coming up here. This is the craziness of the spring of the USHL for sure. How do you guys handle that? You're preparing for the playoffs, and you're also trying to draft a team here in a few months.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a process. Those guys handle the team, and then the scouting staff and we get going with the draft preparation and whatnot, and see what happens May 5th and 6th.
Who knows? Might be like a couple of years ago where we're half of you guys are staying here and drafting a team, half the team's going to Fargo for the conference finals. It's kind of the chaos, but in a way, it's a good position to be in. Because if you're not in that, you're not making a deep run, are you?
Definitely, it's if we're fortunate enough to be doing that.
Absolutely, down the road, of course. But as we head down the stretch here for this team, top record in the USHL right now, top record in the Western Conference. What are the goals besides just winning the Clark Cup? What are the goals to try and get to that point to win the Clark Cup? Things you want to see from this team the rest of the way?
I'd just like to see them finish the season out on a high note. We've been pretty consistent, and I think we should try and match that the rest of the way through.
Looking forward to that. Nick, thank you for the time.
Thank you, Joel.
That's the general manager of your Lincoln Stars, Nick Fabrizio, and I'm Joel Norman.